Alright. What do we got today? Since today is a little bit of a wind down. Let's see. Which one? There we go. That's more like it. It's kind of weird because I'm trying to like adjust the screen without pausing the thing. Let's see. Maybe it's not. Kind of weird because it's usually not proper when it comes to like the screen like that. Maybe. I think that might be the right way of doing so. My God. I don't know, it's weird because I'm trying to like move this around. Oh well. We'll see how this will go. Let me see here. Alright, this upload was from yesterday. So that means I gotta upload around the 31st. Oh, this is gonna be weird. I uploaded for... It's a 2-hour upload. It's a 2-hour upload, and it's like a decision to whether I should upload it fully or not. Actually... Nah. Oh, that's gonna be unfortunate. That means it's not 4 parts worth. 1. Oh no. That's kind of lame, dude. I mean, do people even want... I mean, I've seen people upload visual novel parts and like that is like 2 hours worth, so I highly doubt it. So that's not surprising, but still. Fucking hell, dude. Message read card read as follows. We'll all be with you always, from the whole Ushiromiya family. Oh, look. The message God damn it. I'm trying to read as follows. I'm trying to like freeze at a proper frame so I can in order to pause, and it's not working out for me. As follows. We'll all be there we go. See if it actually saves it. There we go. I mean, technically I could make a thumbnail out of that. So now if I do this, I wonder how long it'll take to upload a 2-hour video though. Actually, never mind. It's actually a long upload. I mean, like, you know, pretty good upload speed, that's for sure. So 1, 2. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I do need to record one more part worth. So, I guess I can change screen. I can change the game name. Well, that is if I can actually find the possible settings for it. Oh, there we go. Oh, I can go to edit. No, I'm trying to go through. Yeah, there it is. I gotta change the title. That was a lie. I was supposed to do 1 to 2 parts. Actually, no, not 2. I can't do 2 parts, but I will cover 1 more part. There we go. I mean, how long we've been sitting there? We've been sitting there for 10 minutes. Well, I changed my mind on certain things. Alright. Time to do that thing, I guess. Gotta record 1 more part worth. Fucking hell. I thought this will be for myself to be like a 2 hour worth of GBF um, chill stream, but gotta keep this one going, I guess. Do 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 do. Fucking hell. Guess while I'm at, I'll get myself coffee. I'll be right back. Oh god. It did this thing again for OBS where I have to like log in again just to use the live chat like add-on for. So I'm like, are you kidding me? Uh, that's kind of unfortunate though. How long is this? The stream delay one. Oh, it's not too. It's not that. It's not that big of an issue. So where have I last left off, I wonder, just to be sure. Trying to make sure I don't mess up the thing here. Oh, stupid screenshot. I had all windows open because of something else. That's the weird thing, right? Whenever I see other people's like streams, it's like, how do you even have like 20 fucking tabs at once? It's kind of an annoying. Welcome back to some more Umineko When They Cry. So, where we last left off, well, surprise, surprise, Castle decided to crash the party. Although the weird plot, although this one common plot twist was both Burn and Battler became the game masters at the same time. Although Castle declared that she took Angie hostage in exchange of challenging Battler to another match. Although this game is different because it's this whole like, oh, you know, it's a fucking it's a different game. Although it's a little bit simplified. So which I find it a bit skeptical because I'm pretty sure past episodes where most of the stuff just it just flew over the top of my head. So there's that. All right, well, let's continue. Lambda clapped her hands. A pleasant sound rang out. She's gonna be the reader. You don't need a reader? What do you...
朗読の巫女は自分の口を通して物語を脚色することも歪めることもできる。
Wow.
たとえ私のゲームに小細工がなくとも、朗読の術でいくらでもそれをすることができる。そうであるな。
True.
それもまたゲームマスターの権利の一つだ。あんたたちとしたい決闘はシンプルでありたいの。だから朗読者はいらない。 あなたたちが自らの目と耳で物語を読みなさい。
You can read it with your own eyes and ears. Okay.
いいの？それじゃベルンに有利なことがなくなっちゃうじゃない。
Yeah, whatever happened to your fucking bravado?
わかった。朗読者はいらない。俺たちが自分で物語を読む。
朗読者がいないということは、いわゆる物語のとがきに一切の虚偽が混じらぬということか。
受けて立つぞ、ベルンカステル。何の小細工もない正真正銘のミステリーの一騎打ち。お前の正々堂々を俺たちも正面から受け止めてやれ。
ありがとう。負けないわよ、私も。
Test, test, test.
それではダメであるな、ベルン教よ。
ああ、そうだな。ミステリーを突きつける魔女はそんな態度じゃダメだぜ。ああ、全然ダメだな。
Ah, the good old useless catchphrase. Berncastle, realizing what Battler and Beata were asking for, snorted. Lambda Delta nodded at her, telling her to enjoy this final duel to the fullest.
人間と魔女が仲良く肩を並べてミステリー談義なんて
I don't know.
バカバカしいわ。笑えるわ。あんたたちの仲良しミステリーが私の用意したミステリーに通用するかどうか試してあげる。受けてみなさい、私のミステリー。
そうでなくては。奇跡の魔女ベルンカステル教の挑戦状、確かに受け取ったぞ。
さあ、勝負開始だ。ゲームマスター後宮バトラ、そして無限の魔女ベアトリーチェがお相手してやる。ぶっ飛ばされても泣くんじゃねえぞ。
食らうといいわ。これがベルンカステルのミステリー。
Berncastle took a fragment containing the game and smashed it against the table, shattering it with a brilliant light as the game scenario laid itself out. The curtain rose on the mystery Berncastle had created. Alright. No sound but that of the falling rain filled the room. It covered the tragic scents in the bloody dining hall. At some point, Angie had fainted and fallen to the floor. Now her consciousness was slowly returning, forcing her to remember what had happened in this room. So, she reflexively averted her gaze even before the memory overtook her. 6 bodies lay in the blood-stained dining hall. Strangely enough, as her consciousness returned bit by bit, the terrifying scene before her seemed somehow less intense. This time, Angie was able to look at the 6 corpses well enough to make out who they were. First, those are my own parents. They're a pitiful sight colored bright red by a bloody makeup. And lying next to them are Uncle Hideyoshi and Aunt Eva. Uncle Hideyoshi, the uncle who always says funny things and makes me laugh, and Aunt Eva, the aunt who seems to be so fond of me. Genji-san, the servant, is lying over there. And the one dying right here is Aunt Rosa. 6 people. A full 6 people had their lives taken from them and are lying in this room. Maybe I cried myself out before I fell unconscious. Probably. Where are the riddles? The riddles are already passed on by. Except I replayed all of them and they're going up on YouTube. So if you go back on the uploads I had from the past week, I've replayed those riddles, especially on stream too when Sanity was around. So right now we are getting to the I'm getting to the serious part of the this episode. So anyway, maybe I cried myself out before I fell unconscious. The scene before me was still terribly painful, but I was somehow able to look at it without losing my head. You know what's the weird thing? I was gonna... What was the one game I was gonna play on stream back then, but I completely didn't have the chance to? I was gonna play Helltaker on stream, but I was like, you know what? I don't have enough, visual novel parts worth of record, so I'm doing this. The scene before me was still terribly painful, but I was somehow able to look at it without losing my head. I already felt all the sadness I could at my parents' deaths. The next emotion that rose up inside me was a desire to check and see that everyone else was okay. In that instant, I heard a scraping sound. Just as I was about to relax again, thinking I must have imagined it, I heard the same sound again. It was probably coming from the door. Someone was clawing at the door from the outside. Could it be a cat? Or could it be someone, begging for help? Of course, I had no way of knowing who it was. However, for some reason, I was sure that it was that black cat scratching at the door. The black cat was telling me to leave this room. I understood and put my hand on the doorknob. I immediately noticed something odd. The door was locked. The same bad feeling I felt after being locked in the parlor crawled up my spine. However, unlike the time in the parlor, this door unlocked itself easily when I turned the knob. I unlocked it and slowly opened the door. Beyond the door, I could see the dimly lit hallway and a cat dashing down it away from me. Then it stopped, its emerald eyes glittering in the darkness as though it was waiting for me to follow. The hallway was dark and wrapped in an eerie silence. When the black cat saw that I was coming, it walked forward as if guiding me. I could hear nothing except the creaking of the floor, the bell of the cat, and the sound of the storm outside. The party is being held in the hall. I should be able to hear at least a little of the noise from this hallway.
私が食堂で意識を失ってる間に深夜になっちゃったのかな。
It was a reasonable conclusion. Then we finally reached the main hall. The hall was frigid and no trace of that party remained. Really? You mean it? That's strange. Because when Angie was outside the mansion, then the party was there. But now that she's inside the mansion. The party isn't there. Have we just entered another alternate nightmare? I don't know. Could all of that fun have been just an illusion? Maybe. The black cat's bell rang out. When I looked up, I saw that it had its feet on the stairway to the second floor, urging me to follow it.
2階に行くの？
The black cat seemed to nod, then silently went up the stairs. Guests were allowed to go whenever they wanted on the first floor. But the second floor was Krause's family house, and I remembered getting in trouble for trying to go up there. However, at that moment, I couldn't think of any options other than following that cat. I walked along the dark hallway with the black cat. Eventually, we reached one of the doors. The black cat scratched at the door, then turned to look at me. It must have been telling me to open it.
うん。開けるね。
I put my hand on the doorknob and felt the resistance of a lock again. This door is locked. I turned around to tell the cat this, but inexplicably, a single key lay right in front of the cat. What, did the cat throw up the key as a hairball? I wouldn't be surprised. Angie picked it up and stuck it in the keyhole. As she did, she finally noticed something strange with her fingertips. Blood. Somehow, Angie's fingertips had been stained red with blood. She let out a short cry and the key slipped out and fell to the ground. She finally realized, in the darkness she hadn't noticed before, the black cat's key was covered with blood. The emotions that had gone numb in Angie sprang back. A terrified scream rang out through the dark hallway. Even so, Angie would eventually open that door. That door led to Natsuki's room. Natsuki's room was a terrible mess. Blankets and sheets were torn. Cosmetics and books lay all over the place as though a typhoon had just ripped through it. And there were corpses. Krause and Natsuki's corpses lay sprawled on the floor. Very shortly, Angie will step into this room. She will then scream in terror once more. And it isn't limited to the dining hall and Natsuki's room. In the stormy rose garden, Shannon's tragic corpse lies exposed. Partway down the path to the rose garden is Jessica's corpse. My god. Just updates right around in that one? Oh, not yet. When Angie finds that, she'll probably dash crying and screaming into the guest house. And death awaits her inside the guest house as well. Just inside the front door is Nanjo's corpse. In the servant room nearby, even Goda and Kumasawa lie dead. The total number of corpses is 13. A full 13 corpses are waiting for Angie. They wait in the mansion, in the guest house on this desolate Rokujima, for Angie exposed to the wind and rain and tormented by thunder to find them. Wow. It ends on the chapter just like that. I feel that's a bit for someone to get perturbed with that one. Burns puzzle versus Twilight. The tragedy of the first... Oh boy. Maybe we are getting a bit of a riddle coming up because this is a bit of part of the mystery game after all. Oh boy. The tragedy of the first twilight was discovered at 6 in the morning on the following day. Goda, who had woken up to get breakfast ready, went to check on the adult siblings, who had remained in the dining hall since the previous night because of the family conference.
死体発見時のことを話してくれ。
食堂は施錠されていました。
I'm actually curious what it means for the words to be in purple. No. Yeah, it doesn't really say. The dining hall was locked up.
確かに食堂に鍵はついていますが、普段施錠することなどありません。ノックしたのですが、返事はなく。
It's weird. The dining hall was locked up. I guess the words in purple mean. I guess the sentence in purple means like something to do with the important scenario of it. But I could be wrong though. I don't know how this works.
そこに私が来たのです。
That's when I arrived.
万一のこともあるから鍵を開けてみたらと勧めたのです。
マスターキーで扉を開けると、中は恐ろしいことに。
So that's when you unlock the door with the master key. Then there's something disturbing inside the dining hall. It's crazy because normally the dining hall is always unlocked, but because it's locked, then maybe there's something what to do with there's something that inside of what's going on there. Man, I'm stumbling. God.
エヴァ様、秀吉様、ルドルフ様、キリエ様、ローザ様、そして源氏さんの。
Damn. George's parents, Angie and Battler's parents, Maria's mother, and even the old head butler.
計6人が血まみれになって倒れていたのでございます。
それであとは大騒ぎだ。全員が食堂に集まった。
So, the first Twilight caused obviously 6 people to be killed off, and it follows up to everyone being gathered in the dining hall.
思い出したくもあります。それぞれの親の亡骸にすがり、泣き叫ぶ子供たち。
Poor Battler.
ひょっとしたら生きているかもと。みんな懸命に揺さぶってたぜ。しかしダメでした。お子様方はそれぞれ自分の親が間違いなく死んでいることを確認なさいました。
The deaths of each parents were confirmed by their own children. That's the thing, though. Like, I guess technically they can tell by putting their fingers on the pulse and all whatnot to see whether they're alive. But no, I guess it's confirmed on their case.
僕と南條先生は源氏様が死んでいることを確認しました。
Nanjo and I confirmed that Genji was dead. And I means canon.
むごたらしい殺され方でした。私でなくとも誰も検視は謝りません。
犠牲者はみんな 即死だったろうね。
Looks like all of the victims died instantly, with the smug look on Maria's face. You know, this feels a little bit weird. Oh no! And all because Rosa is dead. That means she's gonna make that maniacal laughter all she wants. Oh God, help me! Why am I even doing this?
食堂内を調べた結果、扉も窓も全て施錠され、密室であったことが分かった。
After inspecting the interior of the dining hall, we determined that all of the doors and windows had been locked, making it a locked room. So it's a Is this one of those closed room shenanigans again? Oh boy.
そして食堂内から不審なものは何も見つからなかった。
Nothing suspicious were found inside the dining hall? That's... I don't know.
もちろん食堂内に何者かが隠れているということもなかった。
It rubs the question of how were they, like, how were they killed off, or like, well, it's not really how, but it's like, what does the dead body even look like? It said like bloody makeup, but all it said is like, oh, they died. Well, that could mean like the guess of like, oh, maybe they could be food poisoned. And their faces got melted off. Doesn't really say so. Well, somebody chat reacted, so I hope you're having it. Oh my god, I can't even talk right now. I hope you're having a good day at the least.
隠れるも何も。私たちは今ここに全員がいるではないか。誰も隠れていないことは明白だ。
It's clear that no one is hiding.
でも父さん、となるとおかしいよ。殺された6人、食堂は密室。どうやって殺して逃げたんだ。
考えたくはありませんが、マスターキーを持つ使用人が怪しいでしょう。
The servants. So you think the servants are the most suspicious?
6人を殺し、マスターキーで施錠して食堂を出た。妥当な推理だ。
Could be a possibility. Or, you know, maybe someone, you know, pickpocketed the master key and... I mean, obviously Genji has the master key for himself, so that's one way to do so, but...
とんでもありません。
Since there was no chance of the culprit hiding inside the dining hall, it made sense to assume that the culprit locked the door after committing the murder and exiting the room. It was only natural that the servants with their master keys would fall under suspicion. And sadly enough, none of the servants had an alibi. Then again, it wasn't only the servants. Everyone else lacked an alibi as well.
マスターキー以外の方法で外から施錠する手段は
存在しないわ。
Really? You mean to tell me that you can't use like a hairpin or some shit like that to fiddle with the lock?
これじゃダメね。
I mean, I'm pretty sure someone will call me out for fucking guessing or making assumptions, but
赤き真実で語るわ。
in red, I thought we're playing a different game here.
すべての扉の施錠、解錠はマスターキーでしか行えない。
All doors can only be locked or unlocked with master key. Well, yeah, per se. But it doesn't really help that anyone can use a different alternative tool for that. So that's kind of a bit debatable in nature.
もちろん部屋の内側からはマスターキーがなくとも施錠、解錠が可能。
Yeah, that's... If you're saying it's only can only be locked or unlocked with the key, then I mean you're just saying that's only the one thing. Marine edits. I'm gonna call you by edits. I hope you're doing all right. So, but yeah, hi there, or yo. It's a pretty interesting way to say hi. You know, is this a story about gods playing The Sim? Kind of. But if anything, it's this is some this is a fantasy mystery bullshit that you're going through. That's pretty interesting. You have a Walter White. I used to watch Breaking Bad, so be it as it may.
だそうよ。他に質問は？
マスターキーの他にも各部屋固有の鍵があるはずでは。
本来なら存在するわね。
This is crazy. I'm playing the very last episode of this visual novel, and then, you know. Normally I would put a spoiler tag, but hey, what can you do? I'm just doing this for the sake of streaming it.
でもゲームが複雑になるので排除させてもらったわ。赤き真実。マスターキー以外の鍵は存在しないこととする。
The only keys?
つまりこのゲームに登場する全ての施錠はマスターキーでしか開け閉めができないってわけか。
That sounds like some bullshit. Can only be used with a key, huh?
そうなるわね。実にシンプルなゲームだわ。
となれば次はマスターキーの本数と所持者を確定せねばな。
It's one way to do it.
マスターキーは合計5本。5人の使用人が1本ずつを持ってる。特別な方法で管理されていて、マスターキーは常に身につけられており、奪うことも譲渡することも自分以外の人間が使用することもできない。
So you can't really... Oh, okay, so I guess I guess most of my possibilities are just invalid. Well, that's the thing, right? You kind of have to convince some way to do it, to like...
なんだそりゃ。それはもはや鍵ってより指紋認証システムみたいなもんだな。
Fingerprinting system.
面白い例えよ。つまりこのゲームの世界ではマスターキー云々ではなく、使用人5人にしか開閉はできぬというわけだ。
源氏さんのマスターキーを回収しようとしたんだが、どうにもならなくてね。
後のトラブルを予防するため、源氏のマスターキーを破壊しておきました。
Oh, you destroyed the master key? What the fuck? That's not something I would see from the previous episodes of this visual novel. What the hell? Dude, out of all the episodes, I have not seen one person. There's not even one character that would ever do that. I thought they really rigged the game to make it so like, oh, you can't steal the key off of the dead servant beforehand. This was the crime of the first Twilight. The scene was the locked, closed room of the dining hall. None of the servants holding master keys have alibis. Then again, no one else has an alibi either. Second Twilight. Is this the... Oh god, is this the moment where I gotta fucking, like, go through all the Twilight? This is gonna be a fucking long part. Everyone returned to the parlor to discuss what should be done next. The phones were out, so they couldn't contact the police. Was the mysterious culprit hiding away somewhere, planning to attack their next victim at this very moment? Or was the culprit in here with them, mentally sticking out their tongue and tasting their next prey? Tasting their next prey. That's funny. Oh boy. Like, what the fuck? None of them had alibis, and any one of them could have been the culprit. However, that tense feeling didn't last long. By midday, everyone got tired of arguing and they decided to take a break. Kraus and Natsuki announced that they wanted to talk with each other alone and went up to the second floor. That was the beginning, and after that, everyone went their separate ways, now and then, such as to head to the bathroom or gaze at the endless rain. However, no matter how much time passed, Kraus and Natsuki were the only ones who didn't return. Calls were sent to both Kraus and Natsuki's rooms using the extension phone line, but there was no answer. Something might have happened. Everyone headed to Kraus's and Natsuki's rooms together, and in Natsuki's room, they found Kraus and Natsuki lying sprawled on the floor. Wow.
奥様の部屋は施錠されておりました。食堂の時と同じです。
Well, here's the thing though. You don't even need to use the master key for the bedroom. If anything, the Natsuki has the room key for herself, so.
皆さんの許可を得て、私が鍵を開けました。
Oh, okay, well, you unlock the door.
部屋の中にはクラウス様と夏日様が倒れていました。
Yeah?
南條先生がすぐに脈を取ったぜ。そして二人とも即死だったと宣言した。
はい、私が2人の死亡を確認しました。あれは間違いなく即死でした。
Well,
私は何かの手がかりがないか部屋中を探し回ったよ。その結果、窓も扉も完全に施錠されていて密室だったことが分かった。
so there are two Twilights. It's always the same shit. A locked room, as usual.
またしても密室。またしてもマスターキーを持つ私たちが疑われることに。
しかしご安心を。奥様に疑われていた私たちは互いを見張り合っていたのです。
私たち使用人全員は常に一緒におりました。
僕たち使用人全員はそれぞれが使用人全員のアリバイを証明できます。
こりゃ面白い。今度はさらに完璧な密室だって言いたいのか。
最初の密室には全員にアリバイがなかった。そして今度の密室には全員にアリバイがあることになっている。
No one had an alibi in the first closed room, but no, not why closed room? It's first Twilight, if I think about it, and then second Twilight. All of them have alibis.
この世界では使用人たちそのものが生きたマスターキーとなっている。その使用人たちのアリバイが完璧である以上、夏日の部屋の施錠は不可能だぞ。
僕たちは現場を保全することにした。
外からガムテープでベタベタと窓や扉を封印したよ。
Damn, duct tape. Duct tape, packing tape. The same shit.
きっとこの部屋に犯人の何かの手がかりが残ってるはず。警察が来るまで絶対誰の出入りもできないようにした。
Made sure that no one will be able to enter or leave. Well,
となりゃ
duh.
食堂も同じだ。俺たちはさらに食堂も同様に封印した。
そもそも屋敷自体を保全するべきではということになりましてな。屋敷自体にも封印をし、私たちは全員ゲストハウスへ避難しました。
Damn, not allowed to go inside the mansion, huh?
屋敷全体に封印？
Yeah, but how are we gonna sealing the whole mansion means that how are we gonna get some? How are we gonna go back to get food though?
窓全部をベタベタとか？はしごをかけて3階の窓までか？
ゲームが複雑になるので単純化するわ。すべての窓には鉄格子が入っており、窓からの出入りは不可能である。よって玄関と裏口の2つの扉を封印するだけで屋敷は封印できることにす
る。なるほどな。そりゃ簡単だ。
Sure. But because of what it said in red, that means we don't even need to use fucking packing tape. So, but
どう考える？
夏日おばさんの部屋にいた2人を殺すこと自体はたやすい。ノックをして開けてもらえばいいだけの話だ。しかしその後に施錠ができない。
施錠は使用人にしかできないが、使用人全員にはアリバイがあるぞ。
Only the servants can lock the door. A room key can lock the door as well. It's not like there's a dining hall key in the first Twilight. Okay.
使用人全員がグルって可能性さえなけりゃな。俺はそれより第一の番をまだ疑ってるぜ。
I feel like the first Twilight makes less sense than the second one. If you ask me. Unbelievable.
食堂で死んでいた6人の誰かが生きていて犯行をということか。
エリカの影響でな。どうにもケンシってやつを疑わずにはいられね
え。つまり最初の食堂の6人の犠牲者の誰かが生きていたと。
ああ。そしてその後クラウス夫妻を殺した。そして内側から施錠し室内に隠れていて木を見て逃げ出したんだ。
Well, if you think about it, Berncastle did, brought Erica from the abyss to this episode. I don't know.
筋の通った推理であるぞ。
赤で語るわ。第一の番の犯人が確実に6人を殺している。
ならばわらわも青き真実で追求しようぞ。
Are we even allowed to?
密室の正体はこうだ。犯人は内側から施錠し夏日の部屋内に隠れていたのだ。そして一同が退出した後木を見て脱出した。
The culprit locked the door from the inside, hidden Natsuki's room. They found an opportunity to escape after everyone left. Huh.
いいわ。赤で否定する。一同は退出と同時に部屋を封印した。その退出に犯人は加われない。そして夏日の部屋、食堂、屋敷のすべての封印は決して破られることはない。
Well, it's like how are they gonna slip out of the barrier?
ってことはつまりベッドの下に隠れて後でこっそり抜け出すというトリックは使えないってことなのね。
Can't use the hiding under the bed tactic.
面白い。なかなかだぜ、ベルンカステル。
どうも。
This was the crime of the second Twilight. The scene was Natsuki's room, a locked, closed room. This time all of the servants with master keys have alibis. Fucking allergies. The whole group, realizing the dangers of being inside the mansion, took shelter in the guest house. Fourth Twilight. Damn, no third. Damn, bro. Not like this. Oh my god. It's wild, dude. I think we're at a pretty alright duration for it. Alright. So where have I what have I learned? Angie discovered like 15 dead bodies. No, not 15, 13 dead bodies. Just to make a little bit of correct. I hope I'm being correct there. And we were going through Twilights like before the whole thing situation happened. The first Twilight was the first 6 dead bodies in the dining hall. And the second one is Kraus and Natsuki killed off in Natsuki's room. It feels simplified, but at the same time, that's pretty it's kind of a wild notion. Oh well. But yeah, it does have like some sort of an odd change to it comparing to the previous episode. The closed room is always the usual, right? Which is maybe a bit tiring. At the same time, maybe it has some sort of different interest to it. But yeah, that will be the end of this part. So that being said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one. Oh, and be sure to subscribe to this channel as well. I stream twice a week. Normally, that's the crazy thing, right? Whenever Crumbling Sandy usually like comes on by to like chat here, I always be like, okay, maybe I can talk about the stuff maybe I can talk about the stuff of what's going on like this week or maybe last week, but I guess that ain't the case. And sometimes I will do some reaction video content on the side, but maybe this stream, probably not today. Also, my mind was kind of contemplating about playing like Helltaker here too, because like I want to like mix up some stuff. I mean, I have like it's a big ass to-do list on a Google document, a Google Docs, the Google Doctor, Google Goober. And man, technology this year is always a fucking goober. That's all I can say. Do. You know, even the text in purple in this game really like kind of raises my questions here too. So it's like okay, maybe the text in purple means like part of explaining the mystery. So I mean, it says it's going to be simplified, but who fucking knows? Welcome back to some more Umineko When They Cry. So where we last left off, I guess the game has begun, in a way. Except the explanation of the first and second Twilight, where some of the important stuff were explained in purple, to where maybe it's a bit of a... It's not really a hint, though. It doesn't look like there were hints in there, but it does give you some sort of like a replay of going back and, you know, see like the who done it thing. But maybe it'll be explained more per se. Maybe I have to like go back again and solve it for myself. But so far, Battler and Angie's parents got killed off. Jessica's parents got killed off. George's parents got killed off as well. And even Genji. It all adds up. It all adds up. There was no golden slaughter played in the background. But it is what it is. All those who took refuge in the guest house decided to hole up in there until the typhoon passed. There, if everyone watched everyone else, they should be able to prevent further crimes, both from inside and outside. However, they wouldn't be able to keep it up without any breaks until the typhoon passed. Once again, their actions left the weak point open, and they were faced with yet another tragedy. Oh no. What kind of tragedy? Damn, it's not one servant, but three? I said three because I'm assuming those two are, you know, are gonna be killed off.
ジョージ兄さんが騒ぎ出し、全員で外に出てシャノンたちを探すことになったんだ。
All of them went outside to look for them.
シャノンさんはバラ庭園に倒れておりました。
Oh no, not Shannon.
おいたわ
生きててくれと願ったさ。でも僕は彼女が死んでいることを認めなければならなかった。
You were forced to acknowledge that she was dead. That's just fucking rough. It's so painful enough to, you gotta, you know, confirm the death of your lover.
無論、私も検視し、彼女の死亡を確認しました。
二人が出かけた時、私たちはゲストハウスの戸締まりを確認するためにいろいろとやっていました。だから私たちにはみんなアリバイがないのです。
That's crazy. First Twilight, no one has an alibi. Second Twilight, all of them has an alibi, but third one is like, well, not one of you have an alibi.
僕が殺すものか。僕に殺せるものか。
ジョージお兄ちゃんには殺せないね。
その後ジョージ兄さんにだけはアリバイがあることが分かったんだ。シャノン殺しに限ってはジョージ兄さんには不可能なんだ。
Oh, George was accused of being the murderer? That's weird. I don't think George would even kill Shannon off. Because I've seen enough episodes out for the whole, like, lovey-dovey crap is just filler to me. Although, unless Shannon is, like, you know, part of an important role in this to where she had to be killed off.
逆に言えばジョージの兄貴以外なら誰にでも殺したわけだ。
犯人に悪用されるのを防ぐためシャノンさんの持ってたマスターキーはその場で破壊しました。
So it's 2 out of 3. Not 2 out of 3. 2 out of 5. But where's Cannon this time?
シャノンが殺されると同時にカノンは永遠に行方不明となるわ。
Wait, what? Oh, he... What the fuck? The buffering symbol is on, like, top of my head, trying to process what happened. I don't even know how this even... I don't know how this even, like, be processed, though. Because episode 2 made it look like, oh, you know, Cannon's body disappeared. Now it's like, oh, he's missing.
以後カノンは殺されたものとして扱い
He probably would have been killed off, and his ashes being cremated, and then boom, he's missing.
カノンのマスターキーも破壊されたものとして扱うわ。
What? That's ballsy, dude.
まあ無粋だから割愛するけどシャノンが死んだんだからそういうことになるわよね。
つまり死体はなくともシャノンとカノンは同時に殺されたという解釈でよいのか。
Maybe it's because Shannon got killed off. Cannon, like, committed, like, Sudoku or some shit. But again, that's just a possibility being, like, thrown out the window at this rate.
そうなるわ。
順調に事件が進んでいくな。
This was the crime of the fourth Twilight. The scene was the Rose Garden. There were no locks or doors. It wasn't a closed room. So the master keys were no longer a factor. Then the pace of the crimes began to accelerate. Fifth and sixth Twilights. Oh shit. Everyone took shelter in the guest house. They carefully sealed all doors and windows, locking themselves in a closed room. However, several closed room murders had already occurred. Could locking themselves in a closed room do anything more than invite another tragedy? After arguing furiously in the cousin room about finding the culprit, they decided that they should double-check Nanjo, Kumasawa, and Goda's testimony. 1, 2, 3. And there, they learned that a tragedy had occurred once more.
ゴーダさんも熊沢さんもこの傷では即死だったでしょう。
died instantly. Huh.
むごたらしい死に方です。
この傷で生きてるわけあるもんか。死んでるよ、幸田さんも熊沢さんも。
戸締まり確認とか見回りとかいろいろやってたからな。今回もまた俺たちには全員アリバイがない。
Damn. Last Twilight was, you know, one of it had an alibi. Wait, hold on. If I look up... No, if I scroll up... do, 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 do. Oh, so George alone had an alibi. But this one here, none of y'all have an alibi.
そんなことはないよ。見てごらん。あんな殺し方をしたら絶対に犯人は返り血を浴びるはずなんだ。
でもいとこ全員もそして南條先生も返り血は浴びてないね。
私たち全員は、つまりいとこ4人と南條先生には合田さんと熊沢さんは殺せない。
となれば犯人は俺たち以外の誰かであることは明白だ。
何者かの侵入を疑って調べたけれど、ゲストハウスの戸締まりは完璧だったよ。
The guest house was still completely locked up. Not sure about that one though, but okay. Hmm.
犯人はやはりマスターキーを持っているのかもしれません。
それはありえねえぜ。
I don't think the culprit would even have the master key on because any servant that got killed off, then that means their master key got destroyed.
マスターキーはもうここで死んでる2人の2本以外存在しない。
現存する2本のマスターキーがこうしてゲストハウス内に残っている以上、ゲストハウスは完璧な密室なんだ。
Oh god, this again. Fuck.
完璧でないから人が死んだんだけどね。
This was the crime of the 5th and 6th Twilights. The scene was the closed room known as the guest house. Goda's and Kumasawa's master keys were also destroyed, meaning that all master keys have now been lost. Now, no one can break into this closed room guest house. At least, that should have been the case. Oh, there's more. 7th Twilight. Oh, no. This time, Dr. Nanjo was killed. He died in the entrance hall of the guest house. It was far too foolish of him to come over here alone to check that everything was locked.
死んでる。殺されてる。
僕でさえこれは即死だったに違いないと一目でわかるよ。
戸締まりは完璧だよ。密室なのにどうして？
Yeah, how can this happen? And everyone was in, and almost, you know, I want to say almost everyone that were alive were inside the guest house.
じゃあ俺たちの中に犯人がいるってことになるぞ。
それはありえない。状況から判断して、私にもマリアにもバトラにもジョージ兄さんにも南條先生は殺せない。
そもそもゲストハウス内で南條先生を殺すことは不可能なんだ。
しかもこれを見ろよ。つまりこいつは南條先生がゲストハウスを出ていない証拠だ。
じゃあ南條先生は殺せないってことになるね。なのになんで殺されてるの？
No one could answer that innocent question. This was the seventh twilight. Once again, the crime scene was the closed room known as the guest house. Various bits of evidence made this crime seem even more impossible. Then the tragedy reached the eighth twilight, the final one. And let me guess. Well, it did say Jessica was killed off. That was one of the... By now, it was clear that holding up wouldn't keep them safe. Jessica might have chosen anger as a way to numb her fear. She flew out of the guest house in a rage, searching for the culprit that surely hid somewhere outside. George, Badler, and Maria hurriedly chased after her. Then, outside the building, they found Jessica lying on the ground. It was, as anyone could tell at a glance, a gruesome corpse. Oh shit, I skipped it. She died instantly.
これで生きているわけがないもんね。
ジェシカちゃん、かわいそうに即死だったろ
う。俺たちは3人でずっと一緒だった。俺もジョージの兄貴もマリアもジェシカは殺せねえぞ。
私たち3人にジェシカは殺せない。
マリアちゃんが人なんか殺すもんか。マリアちゃんには誰も殺せないよ。
Maria couldn't kill anyone? I don't know. It's weird because Maria always have that smug look on her face. But at the same time, it's like, well, there's no way she couldn't kill anyone. Excuse me.
ありがとう。ジョージお兄ちゃんだって大人は殺せないよ。子供は殺せるけれど。
ああ、何がなんだかさっぱりわからねえぜ。一体何がどうなってやがるんだ。
Wait a minute. Let's see here. So all servants got killed off, and all of the parents got killed off. There's no Kinzo involved, obviously, and that leads only to George, Valor, and Maria. It's weird. Did I mix up what I said when I ended the last part? 5, 6, 7. It was 13, but now it adds up to 14. The fuck? Huh. That's weird. I said No, I could have sworn the dialogue said it was 13 that encountered that were killed off. But now it looks like it's 14 this time. This was the 8th Twilight. The crime scene was outside. However, the 3 who chased after Jessica have alibis. George, Badler, and Maria couldn't have killed Jessica. So is there really someone hiding on this island apart from the Ushiromiya family? The curtain is lowered on this tale, for now. Well, that sure is a fast tale.
ちゃんと朗読したなら、ベアとのゲームに混じってても不思議じゃない物語だったわ。
それは認めるぜ。よくできてた。
まあ、ここから朗読して感激に耐えるものにするのが骨なのであるが。
しかし、何が何だかさっぱりだぜ。まともに考えたら、犯人は後宮家以外の謎の人物ってことになっちまう。
それは魔女を認めるも同じだ。他にも犯人に協力する共犯者の存在などが疑えるだろうな。
そもそもあの紫の文字は何なんだ。
Oh hey, that's the same question I was gonna ask from the last part.
新しいルールか?
What is this new rule you're gonna explain?
紫の発言と呼ぶわ。話を分かりやすくするために作ったルールよ。紫の発言は重要な発言であると認識してくれれば結構よ。逆に言えば紫でない発言は無視することも可能かもしれない。
That's just encouraging us to focus on the purple statements at hand.
ほう。そりゃ親切な話だな。
Something tells us that we're too autistic for this visual novel, and that we have to resort to purple words.
では、紫の発言は赤き真実に準ずるのか。
ええ。紫の発言は赤き真実と同じ力があると考えていいわ。ただし、一つだけ例外がある。それは、犯人は紫の発言で嘘をつくことができるということよ。
A purple? I see. So the words in purple are statements, but there's a chance that some of these purple statements are lies. Now I'm kind of curious of how this goes, because it makes me want to go back and check if whether they are lying or not.
なるほど。逆に言えば、犯人以外は嘘をつけないってわけか。
紫の発言。これがどうやらベルンカステル教のゲームの鍵であるわけだな。
ええ、そうよ。私のゲームのルールの前提を説明するわ。
The definition of culprit, quote unquote, is one who murders. It is possible for a culprit to lie. It is possible for a culprit to lie even before committing murder. Characters who are not culprits only speak the truth. Characters who are not culprits cannot cooperate with a culprit. A culprit must carry out all murders directly by their own hands. A culprit must not die. A culprit must be among the characters appearing in the story. Purple statements are as absolute as red truths. However, a culprit can lie with purple statements.
以上よ。
Okay. That's a lot of rules involving for this one.
犯人の定義は殺人者であるか。
Like, Burncastle is saying she simplified the game right here, but at the same time, like, we are, you know, we have to go back and reread what the purple statements are.
もっともな話だぜ。
Well, that's a fucking common sense of a definition, though. Culprit, criminal, same shit.
犯人は嘘をつく可能性がある。これももっともな話であるぞ。
犯人は殺人以前にも嘘をつける。そりゃそうだろうな。
犯人でない人物は真実のみを語る。ありがたい話であるな。
犯人でない人物は犯人に協力しないですって。
これはつまり口裏を合わせる共犯者がいないということか。
やられたな。犯人をかばってアリバイを捏造している奴がいると疑ってたんだが。
おあいにくね。
犯人は全ての殺人を自らの手で直接行う。
Okay, so no person can cooperate with the culprit, and a culprit has to do everything by their own. Huh.
つまりトラップなどの遠距離殺人、間接殺人はないというわけだ。
犯人が死ぬことはない。つまり殺害後密室を構築して自殺ってことはないってわけか。
それはつまり死者は犯人ではないってことにもなるわね。
それは地味に重要な情報であるぞ。
犯人は登場人物の中にいる。未知の人物が島に紛れ込んでってのはなしってわけだ。
登場人物は金蔵を除いたいつものお約束の17人よ。それ以外は登場しないし関係もない。
Well, that just means it could be either of the three that can be that are the possible culprits. So we're just given like a 1/3. But if we just go back and reread shit, then there can be a possibility.
紫の発言は赤き真実と同じ価値がある。ただし犯人のみ紫の発言で嘘がつき、これが厄介であるな。
ゲームの肝ってところだろうぜ。それでゲームの前提とやらは終わりか。
最後に付け加えるとしたら、朗読者は嘘をつかないというくらいかしら。
The reader will tell no lies.
つまりセリフでないとがき部分に嘘は存在しないということよ。
There are no lies in the non-dialogue narrative text.
やってもよかったけれど、ゲームが複雑になってめんどくさいし。
Are you referring to I can't tell a lie, or are you saying like I can't just make like possibility after possibility of it? Because even then, it's like I could, but it would make it a bit. It would complicate my mind, my mentality.
魔女の特権を自ら手放すと大した余裕であるな。
それでも勝てるつもりなんだろうぜ。
私からは以上で全てよ。これ以上は何の質問もヒントも出すつもりはないわ。
立ち会い人として最後に改めて宣言するわ。以上の情報で犯人が特定できることを保証する。
よし。
It's possible to identify the culprit with this information. Okay, got it.
了解した。
He even said the same thing.
腕が鳴るぞ。そなたと共にまた同じミステリーに挑めるとはな。
ああ、楽しませてもらおうぜ。
This is a real game between you and me. I'm getting the feeling that I have to save here. Alright, let's see. I recommend finding some paper and something to write with. That is, if you really intend to fight me. If you do get completely stuck, maybe you should listen in on Battler Vieto's reasoning. We'll have those be hints, quote-unquote, for when you get absolutely stumped and can't move forward. Still, I'd rather fight you one-on-one. If you plan to enjoy our little duel, then try defeating me by your own power alone without relying on hints. Okay, let's enjoy ourselves, shall we? Enjoy this game that I created just for you. Oh no. God damn it. We're really going through some nonsense on this one, huh? This is kind of fucked, huh? Display rules. Oh, it even gives you this. Culprit is the one who murders. It's possible for the culprit to lie. Oh, this is crazy. That's the funny thing, right? There's another visual novel that has like to where you have to do like mystery solving and dialogue choices at the same time. I think it's called Kara no Shoujo. I mean, it's on my read list, but at the same time it's like, am I prepared for shit like that? I don't know. Kind of debatable in all honesty. It is possible for a culprit to lie even before committing the murder. Characters who are not culprits only speak the truth. The characters who are not culprits may not cooperate with the culprit. A culprit must carry out all murders directly by their own hands. So, any character should not cooperate with the culprit. And then the culprit have to murder everyone by their own hands. There must be a lot among the characters appearing in the story. Purple statements are strong as the red truths, but they can lie with purple statements. Is there any hints? Oh.
紫の発言とやらが厄介であるな。
Oh god, I didn't even mean to click that as a hint.
赤き真実並みに重要な発言だってことは分かってるんだ。だが、犯人の嘘が混じってる。
針が混じってるかもしれないパンを そのまま丸飲みにして食べるバカはいないわ。
うん。全ての紫を鵜呑みにしていると全く真相が見えてこない。
針の混じったパンか。いい例えだな。
A roll with a needle in it. Why does it remind? Why is it a Higurashi reference to me? Because it reminds me of the reference where, like, was it Keiichi? Higurashi. Yeah, it was Keiichi got a mochi as like a get well thing, but he was stuck with some. It was some sort. I don't know if it was an illusion or not, but there was like a needle inside the mochi or some shit like that. So.
せっかくの貴重な情報も一粒の嘘のせいで台無しってわけだ。
この大量の紫の中のどれが一体嘘なのか。
Can I still save? Oh, I can still save through this. That's funny.
考えるだけで頭が痛くなるというものよ。
ならここでチェス盤をひっくり返してみようじゃねえか。
ほう。というと？
簡単な話さ。どれが嘘かじゃない。どれは確実に真実かってことに注目するんだ。
Simplifying out about which ones are true.
確実に真実とわかる紫など存在するのか？
それを探すんだ。絶対に犯人じゃないと確定できるやつを探す。それを見つけることができれば、そいつの紫の発言は全て赤き真実と同じってことになるんだ。
なるほど。犯人を探すのではなく、まずは絶対に犯人でない人物を探すというわけか。基本であるな。
そういうことさ。必ずいるはずだ。丹念に探してみよう。
That's
まずは第一歩というところね。
starting from square one. Beautiful. That's
お手並み拝見といくわ。
check purple by person, check purple by chapter, hints. Oh, are you telling me I have to go through by every... I guess I can take the time to read through every fucking hint if I have to, so... Check purple by person. Oh, wow. I see. That's interesting. So Jessica was killed off on that 8th Twilight, but there are some purple involved. The first Twilight, everyone gathered in the dining hall. So I can do it by character if I have to. What if I do want to Oh, it gives us the option to reread through stuff. Maybe I'll read one more.
絶対に犯人でない人物とはどういうことだろう。
You know, that'll be interesting. Like, it's either I want to go back and... It's either I can solve it here while streaming this, or I can just like play some, or I have to do it like off stream.
ルールに犯人は死なないってのがある。つまりひでえ話だが、死んだ奴は信用できるってことになる。
ほう、それはわかりやすい。ほとんどの人物は殺された。それらの人物の紫は全て信用できるというわけか。
ところがそう簡単な話じゃない。
Making a wrong culprit selection. Interesting. So we get a choice between who's the culprit, but if I answer it wrong, then it's not going to progress. But if I answer it correctly, then it will, you know. No, if I answer it incorrect, it doesn't give a game over, but it will just like, it will not progress. That's interesting. So I could just brute force it and just wildly guess who the culprit is, but it'll be kind of pointless to, you know, do that. I think the only thing that makes it part of fun is just like having to solve it. But yeah.
俺とお前のゲームでもたびたび問題になった死んだふり問題ってのがあるんだ。
どの犠牲者も皆検視をしているではないか。南條も紫で誰も検視を誤らないと断言している。
南條先生が犯人だったらそれも当てにはならねえぜ。一見どの犠牲者も検視されているように見えるが、どの死亡確認も紫発言だ。100% じゃない。
では誰の死ならば信用できるというのか。
とにかく犠牲者全員の検視をもう一度見直すんだ。紫発言なんてあやふやなものじゃなくて、絶対確実に死んだ人間を探すんだ。
I guess. Is there 3? Oh. That's more shit to read through. Check purple by chapter. Oh, it does give you the little bit of a... I mean, it does give you a... I guess it's like if you want to reread the story or, you know, go by person or chapter, do that. I feel like by person would take a while, though. Well, obviously the well, the first 6 were killed off, and that resorts to everyone gathered there. Guarding. The servants keep the master keys on their person at all times. That's weird, because every Twilight is a closed... They keep saying that every Twilight is a closed room, but if it was locked up, then obviously, like, what if... What if the door was all... What if the door was always unlocked, though? That could be the thing. I don't know. I love the background music here because it's pretty upbeat, but it can be pretty distracting when I'm trying to like study through purple statements. The death of each parent was confirmed by their own child. All the victims died instantly. So, So the deaths of each parents confirm my own child, but when the doctor would have like better expertise to it? Because well, that would mean all the kids that don't have like a. That means one of the kids didn't really confirm it well. Locked room. All of them have been locked. Just a locked room. Nothing suspicious was found inside the dining hall. That's weird. No one hiding in the dining hall? Something tells me that one of it doesn't seem to be right. If it's they always say closed door, but at the same time it's like, well, they had to kill like all 6 at once with a something, and then probably like, what? Don't they got like some sort of like a sharp weapon inside? They gotta like. Because it would be funny if they would just like cover some sharp instrument with like a napkin or something to prevent fingerprints and do that. That's the thing, right? I thought the culprit has to be a bit more smarter than this. Destroyed the master key. I don't know. This doesn't look like something I would record more involved, but I guess like if I want to like go back and solve more of this, then I can just do it on stream. Hints. Do one more hint and I can just end it from here.
そうか、わかったぞ。バトラ、ト書きだ。セリフ以外のト書き部分に嘘はないことになっていたぞ。
ああ、俺も今気づいたとこだ。ベルンカステレは赤き真実でト書き部分には嘘がないことを宣言している。
あら、気づかれちゃったみたいよ。
気づかなくちゃ始まらないわよ。
ト書きで死亡を宣告されているやつはおらぬか。そいつは本当に死んでいると断言できることになる。
そしてそいつは自動的に犯人でないということになる。
のみならず そやつの紫は信頼できるということになる。
You can trust their purple?
ト書きで死亡を語られている人物を探してみよ
う。Look for deaths that are mentioned in the narration.
横たわっていたみたいな。生きてるようにも死んでるようにも見える曖昧な表現でないやつもだ。
頭からもう一度探すぞ。
I still can't believe I can't even like save like right in the middle of this one. That's unfortunate. I guess I can just save by like going back and reread on these Twilights, huh? That's one way to put it. Identify culprits. Yeah, I can just save here on this one. Why not? There we go. I will save around here. We're already 50 minutes in our recording, and I feel like, you know, the rest of it seems to be kind of pointless on my end. So, that being said, you know, it might take a little bit of a while to reread it through, because I feel like all of that recording would be pointless. So, that being said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. I'll see if I have the motivation to figure out who the culprit would be. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. You know, Water Guy said, like, where are the riddles? This is I think this is the riddle right here. We gotta figure out who the culprit is. I was like, oh, fuck. No. Burns puzzle though, fucking hell, man. Do. Yeah, I'm just reading through the fucking guide of how the puzzle would be. Although it's kind of cheating though, but but yeah. It has been 2 hours in, so I guess I can do a little bit of a Grand Blue Fantasy wind down and such. I could just change the window from here. Do. Yeah, I feel like today was also uneventful as well. Just kind of unfortunate, but hey, I guess I prefer my own, like, mellow, the more mellowed out stream than last week. Not really last week, but still. Oh, I got the wrong staff drop. That's for damn sure. If I change to the whatchamacallit, analytics. No, not that. I want to edit. If I just change it to this, there we go. That ought to do. Because part of me felt like, do I want to grind? Do I want to sit here and do nothing, or do I want to couple more parts? And I was like, well, glad I'm doing this. Listen, I'm all up for puzzles, but I guess on this one, to where like where I left off, I didn't expect to be to where I gotta spend a few hours worth to reread and shit. Fucking hell, man. They've been really trolling me hard on this one. Sheesh. There we go. Yeah, today is a bit of a wind down, but you know, I'll give it a few more minutes and I'll just end it from here. Hmm. Do. Oh, this run here is going to be a disaster for. I think this raid is probably going to be a disaster in this one. I mean, at least with this comp, I can actually keep going in a way. Okay, maybe not this one because I. That's crazy that I get Qualfang like right before the trigger too. Oh well. At least I've hit 4 mil on that one. Oh well. Not an eventful stream, but it is what it is. So I'll just stop it from here. So be sure to subscribe to this. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll decide and see what I should stream next. Because I know most of it I can either I can solve the little bit of a Umineko identifying the culprit part, or maybe I can play other games. There's some bit of possibilities here and there. So with that being said, I will see you guys later. Alright, have a good one.